This episode is brought to you by Starry. When you drink Starry Lemon Lime Soda, every sip is a win. Perfect for game time or anytime. It's a crisp, refreshing lemon lime soda that's caffeine-free and bursting with flavor that makes you go, ah. Starry hits different. Find it in stores or online today.
Hello, welcome to Unequal Sequel
Extra.
Yes, it's that time of the week again where we pump sequels right into the bloodstream of you, the listener.
That's quite a good one.
Yeah.
That's a reasonably good one.
I think, yeah. I felt right in the zone then.
You said it in a weird way, but it was still a good analogy.
Did it come across creepy?
Yeah, a little bit creepy.
Ah.
I was wondering where you were going when you were going to say pump. When you got to pump, I was like, oh, hello. Yeah. Where's it going from here?
So did I, but I went with bloodstream. So,
okay, yeah.
How you doing, Rich?
I'm all right. I've just watched a very long movie. Literally just. Like, the movie finished, I walked to my car, I drove home, I took my coat off, and now I'm sat recording right here.
Wow. So this is freshly baked.
I've had very little time to think about this. So, yeah.
What are we reviewing today?
We are reviewing Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
And I was
Me Bombay!
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
Were you less looking forward to it when I texted you yesterday night and I told you how long it was?
A little bit, yes.
I was surprised. I'm not going to lie. I sat down with the wife at 7:30 and thought, I'm just going to see how long this is going to be. 2 hours, 41 minutes.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I was worried. Really worried at the beginning. Really worried. Because that is a long time. I wasn't quite in the mood to sit there for that long.
I was also worried when I realised the fact I'd bought a ticket for a 3D screening.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How was it in 3D?
I mean, I don't really like 3D.
No.
Because I wear glasses, and so wearing glasses over my glasses is awkward. And also, I find I like to kind of turn my head slightly every now and then. And if you do that, it goes all fuzzy.
Oh, no.
I'm not a big fan of 3D at all.
Did you not realise which one you booked when you booked it?
No, I didn't. I didn't realise it was 3D till I got there and they thrust 3D glasses into my hand and I was like, oh, nuts.
I think the 3D glasses have got better, though. I remember the little ones.
Yeah, I think they are better, yeah. The best bit of 3D was like the 3D, like, countdown at the start, like the little ident thing.
That's always good, that bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was sort of pointless being 3D.
I didn't watch any of that and think, oh, I wonder what this is like in 3D.
Yeah, no, it wasn't any. There was nothing.
But for me, I got something to say. I watched this week. I've got glasses.
Yeah.
So.
You watched it in HD with your glasses on.
I didn't think I had bad eyes, but it seems like I do, distance-wise. And I was watching a film the other night at home on Amazon, and I put the glasses on, and I thought, "Oh my god, is that what it's meant to look like?" So I was really excited to go to the cinema and watch it. And obviously, this film has subtitles as well, so now the subtitles are all crisp.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's like a whole new experience for me now. I'm going to watch all my favourite films again."
I think the subtitles are the best bit of the 3D because the subtitles really stand forward. Yeah. Yeah, right. No, a bit of a waste of money, 3D. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone who's thinking about it.
Was it IMAX 3D? Was it just normal 3D?
It was IMAX 3D, yeah.
Oh, you went the whole hog.
Yeah, and I was in the comfy seats as well.
Oh my god, you really saw it.
I really splashed out. But to be honest, it was just the timing that worked because I had to get home. I was at work this morning. I finished work. I had to get back to Milton Keynes to the cinema. I didn't come home in between. I just went straight to the cinema.
Oh, very sorry.
I missed most of the trailers because I was late. And then, straight to the movie, watch the movie.
Do you want to tell them why we can't record our normal time on a Tuesday night?
Because it's the Bake Off final.
It is.
And I'm fine with recording it and watching it another day, but not you.
No, not finals. Finals, they will spoil the shit out of this.
True.
So I'm not letting. Normally, I don't really bother, but this is the one. Finals, I have to watch live. Anyway, Rich, can we have a synopsis?
Oh, for God's sake, I've just watched it.
Should be fresh then.
No, because it's 3 hours long, Dave. Of course, it's not fresh. Okay, I'll try and do it spoiler free.
Yeah, should we try and do this spoiler free?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'm going to say is not really a spoiler. Everyone should know this, but King T'Challa is dead.
Yeah.
He's dead at the start of the movie. The nation of Wakanda is in mourning. The king is gone. The Black Panther, their protector, is gone. His mother becomes queen and has to battle against other countries, namely France, I think.
It does seem like the French are dicks.
Yeah, trying to steal their vibranium. Shuri, his sister, the princess, kind of blames herself for not saving him. I think blames herself for not saving him. She tries very valiantly to save him and doesn't.
Yeah.
She tries to cure the disease. And she's trying to. What's she trying to do? She's trying to cure his disease by regrowing the plants that Killmonger destroyed in the first one.
They give the Black Panther the strength,
the powers. Yeah,
1,000 men.
And then back in the rest of the world, I think it's the US. Have a submarine and they find some vibranium with a special vibranium finding machine underwater until they are attacked by weird blue dudes and their leader Namor. And now if you or Namor, if you like.
Okay.
If you've read any comics and stuff, that will be a name that rings a bell. And yeah, essentially, Namor goes to the Wakandans and says, "Join me in a fight against the other people in the world, or I'll destroy you." And then the movie.
It's not the best the synopsis you've ever done, but
mate,
I'll take it.
I have no time to think about it whatsoever. It's the best I've got. Spoiler free.
Going in, guys. This is. Well, I think we're both pretty big fans of the original. Pink Panther.
Pink Panther. I'm a big fan of the original Pink Panther too, but yeah, Black Panther I'm definitely a fan of, yeah.
And we were very sad when Chadwick Boseman died.
Yeah. And it was a very important movie in terms of like representation of black superheroes and stuff. You know, it was a huge step forward. How important that movie is. So I think a sequel was always going to be a bit of a challenge, maybe.
Well, they announced it when he was alive, and obviously he died.
And that made it even
not,
more.
Not too long before production, they must have had a few scripts out there with him in it. I think they had to take a quite a drastic left turn, obviously, because the man sadly passed away. And we were concerned. I think everyone was concerned how they're going to handle that. And then there was multiple stories. Was it filmed during COVID, which must have been tough enough.
Mm.
And then there were other certain stories coming out of the camp that things weren't going well. So
I think they handled it, in terms of his death, I think they handled it pretty well.
I think they handled it very well.
It's very sensitive, and there's a nice touching bit right at the start where all the Marvel stuff is all him. You know how it's normal multiple characters in the Marvel ident, isn't it? And it was all just Black Panther and just
that whole first section kind of gave you a moment just to think about him and breathe. I think, okay, we've said our goodbyes now on screen and off screen, and then it kind of goes into. I think it's done very well. I was surprised actually a little bit. It started straight away with the funeral, and I wondered how they were going to handle it. And I thought in a very Black Panther-y way, you know, culture-wise, with the drums and the singing and the dancing and the music, and the costume. Man, the costumes in these films are so good.
Great, yeah,
really good.
Are. Okay, so I want to know: did you actually like it, though, Dave?
Yeah, I did. I did actually like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I'm not doing handstands and kicks, but from what we've had recently from Marvel, I think this is a strong film. And like I said, I texted you at the beginning and went, "Oh my god, it's nearly 3 hours long." It didn't really seem 3 hours. I didn't have a massive problem with that. Which bits would you take certain bits out then?
I mean, I don't know, but I did find myself getting really bored in the middle.
In the middle part.
Yeah. I mean, really quite bored as well. Like I'm like, I just don't care about all this kind of all the when they're in Namor's kind of underground palace and stuff and all that stuff, and so I don't care. The beginning's quite good. The ending's quite good. I think it tries to do too much. Because it's kind of an origin story for Namor, an origin story for Riri Williams. It's kind of like trying to make sense of like Wakanda and its place in the world. I really hate Martin Freeman's character. I just find him so annoying. I just want to shake him. Like
I like Martin Freeman, but it's weird that he has at the end in the credits he's a with like blah 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 with Martin Freeman and Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it an accent that annoys you?
It might because his accent in Fargo doesn't annoy me, but I don't know.
Different American accent.
It's just his character I think annoys me. He's both kind of wet and strong all at the same time. It's like he's like ineffectual and useless, and then somehow a badass as well. Like,
Did you not feel like didn't need his character at all?
No, didn't need him. Didn't need any part of him. Like didn't need. I can't remember what her name is.
Val.
Yeah, Val. Didn't need Val either. Like I just.
Surprised she popped up. I missed it completely until the wife pointed out that she mentions that her and Martin Freeman character were married.
Yeah, they're married. Yeah, I guess that's some interesting information that's going to crop up later.
It was so out of nowhere. I completely missed it, to be honest, and didn't care about it. Good for them. Well done.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't think nothing in this movie was bad. It was just kind of fine.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought it was going to be a train wreck.
Oh, really? I was kind of like, I was quite up for it. I thought it was after, we've watched a load of not great movies recently, and I was like, I know it's long, but maybe I think it's going to be all right. I think we're going to be excited.
I think all the women were completely kick-ass in it. Yeah. They're all brilliant.
Yeah, they're all fantastic, but they're all fantastic in the first one too. Well, maybe
Angela Bassett in this film, though, she does some heavy work at the beginning.
Yeah, she does do some heavy lifting, but then ultimately her story ends in a kind of very unsatisfactory way, I think.
Okay, we have to differ on that one.
I think.
No, she goes out with a bang, man.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me today, but I think it didn't.
Do you feel like all the characters had growth from the first film? Like Shuri definitely grew. Letitia, what's her name? Letitia Wright.
Letitia Wright. Yeah, I think Shuri does grow. Is a different person. She has grown as a character. I think in some senses some characters go backwards. I mean, I don't think the Queen character goes anywhere. I think she's there's not really any kind of growth much from there. Obviously, I'm not going to mention the spoiler in the credits, but that's some interesting stuff.
I thought that was really good not to have an end as credit.
Yeah,
there's a mid-credit thing, but there's nothing at the end. Did you wait around, Rich?
No, I didn't wait around. No, I knew there wasn't anything at the end. You told me so.
Yeah, there's no end because I think if they tried to make a fancy deal out of the end of this film, then when you had that moment at the end of this film with like Rihanna's song and stuff, and more Chadwick stuff, it would be weird if like, here we go again. Shazam kind of thing. Not Shazam, that's a completely different film and world. Man, I'm disappointed that you didn't like this because I kind of dug it.
I think the worst bit of it is that I didn't really hate it either. I think it was, like I say, I think it was fine.
Who's the guy that played Namor? I thought he was great. I thought that was interesting how these two countries that, they're kind of similar, but yet they have different views of the world. But he's another bad guy that he's not completely wrong in his thinking.
No, and is he a bad guy or is he
exactly? These are the best Marvel bad guys when you're like, oh, Thanos is not 100% wrong on what he's doing, the way he's going about it.
And I'm not even sure this guy's even that bad of a bad guy. I think he's a politician essentially.
Oh, that's
he's trying to build allies, isn't he? Really, that's kind of what that's kind of where it's going for me, I think.
He's definitely trying to protect his country. But, you know, war.
I didn't like all the undersea stuff. I don't know.
Did you think it looked good? I thought all the whales looked good.
I mean, yeah, it did look good. I think it was spoiled a bit by the 3D, if I'm honest.
We've got to get you away from it. That was a mistake.
It was a mistake. I think, the 3D didn't really lend much to it. It didn't kind of spoil the atmosphere a bit for me, because it's kind of like watching it through. It's always fuzzy around the edges, I find 3D.
Yeah, it's
you know.
So you're not going to go see Avatar in the new whatever?
I tell you what, the one thing I did catch was the Avatar trailer, and that does look quite good in 3D.
It does nothing for me.
It's made for 3D. It does nothing for me either, but at least it's kind of made for 3D. This
okay, we'll go see that in 3D.
Any way made for 3D. This is like 3D was an afterthought for mugs like me to pay a bit more.
Did you not think it was interesting? Because we haven't seen this in the Marvel Universe, the underwater thing. It's 80% of the planet's water, so there's going to be a lot down there.
I just didn't care. I think was the main thing. I just didn't care about them at all. Like, I found Namor to be just a really dull character. I didn't care about any of the people. I don't know. It just didn't grab me at all.
Disagree. I thought he was really strong as a bad guy. I thought.
I think I've just been spoilt by Killmonger. But anyway.
Well, Killmonger was a good bad guy, but I think what let Black Panther down is the CGI's at the end where it gets a bit silly and it gets a bit, flashy.
Yeah, and I didn't think the CGI was perfect in this one.
No, my missus pointed out a bit, and I was like, compared to Doctor Strange, and what was the other recent one we've had that I've completed?
Morbius?
Oh, well.
Not long ago?
Yeah, Morbius and the Venom stuff.
Mm.
I thought, killer whales, man. I thought they were real killer whales. And I've watched enough documentaries recently to know that killer whales are right dicks. So, of course, they would ride in on killer whales.
Yeah, they are dicks.
The Riri Williams stuff.
Yeah.
The Ironheart.
Because
this is setting up a TV series with her.
Is it? Right, okay.
I think it's a TV series now. It might have been announced to be a movie the other day. I'm not down with the Marvel crew. How well do you think she fitted into the story? Do you think she was jammed in? Or...
Oh, definitely jammed in.
Really?
Yeah. It just felt a bit like, I don't know. I think they tried to do too much. It felt like there was too much in it. It's like someone went to Subway and ordered everything in their sandwich. It just gets a bit messy, and it's not saying it's not delicious, but it's just a mess. And yeah, it all felt a bit messy to me. But yeah, I don't think I got enough of any specific character to really care about them too much. So
any of
the new ones, I think. So Namor, Riri Williams. I don't think we get. There was what's her name?
Michonne from Walking Dead.
No.
Michelle Cole, woman.
Michaela Cole, that was it.
There we go. Sorry, yeah.
I was like, where's she come from? She's new. She wasn't in the last one. And then
I would have liked more of her. And then she's with her partner. I was like, oh, come on, Marvel, stop trying to put in a gay character.
Standard Marvel thing of
put it in somewhere else and make a big deal of it.
Yeah, not openly have an actual gay character that means anything to anything.
Oh,
just have them affectionately touch someone at the end, and that's it. Because you're trying to.
I laughed out loud at that point. I was like, "Here we go again."
Yeah. They've got to appease China, haven't they? That's the thing. I don't know. It all felt kind of quite surface level, and I thought it was going to get interesting when with Shuri. I thought her kind of. I'm trying to say this without spoilers, but I thought she was going to go to maybe a darker place, and they sort of hinted at that.
She nearly did.
Yeah, exactly. She nearly did, and then didn't. And I don't know. I just kind of.
It was an interesting way of dealing with grief. Do you not think?
Not really.
Oh man,
not especially interesting. I don't think. But having feeling quite negative about it, it has got scale. It's impressive. It's a big movie. It does kind of. It does kind of use the world building well, I suppose. I mean, it's just kind of. I don't know, overlong, tried to fit too much in.
Do you feel like it was a movie trying to just get past itself a little bit?
It felt like it was a movie saying, right, let's get all this setup out of the way and then we'll get to the next one, which will be good.
I thought it was good. I think they had to deal with the passing of Chadwick, obviously, and I thought they did that very well.
Again, it was almost impossible to make this a great movie.
And it leaves a lot of stuff for other people to feel and do. Because he, as an actor, he was massive in that role. Like, he, on screen as the Black Panther, it was amazing. So it was kind of a team effort in this one to like, okay, we've got to fill this.
I think if they'd have just done it with Namor, and they'd have had the Namor story, and they hadn't put the Riri Williams stuff in, they hadn't put the Martin Freeman stuff in, it would have been a shorter, snappier movie, and it would have appealed to me a bit more, I think. I would have been more on board with it. I
would have loved this to be 2 hours 15, 2 hours 10. Don't get me wrong. I really, really, really like shorter movies. I think nearly a 3-hour film for what isn't even like an Endgame kind of thing is a little bit silly. But I can see what they had to put in to get it to there. That, you know, you had to give these beats. You had to give the funeral stuff room. You had to give the characters room to grieve a little bit.
Well, I get that bit. I get that. That's fine. I understand that bit.
Well,
what was all the Riri Williams stuff and all the Martin Freeman stuff? And
okay, I can definitely drop.
Totally detracts from the actual main plot. You know, it's a B plot and a C plot essentially, isn't it? And it's only there to introduce the characters for the next thing.
Yeah, well, Freeman's always on a phone, isn't he?
Pretty much, But yeah, even like Riri Williams is just an introduction to the next thing, isn't it? Really, it's not like
cool flying around. You know, that's a way of getting her.
But ultimately,
getting her Wakanda tech into
ultimately pointless, though, right? Like, had no impact upon the story, really.
She's the one, you know.
I think there were different ways.
Joins the dots a little bit.
I think there are different ways to do that. I don't think they needed to do that. I think that it basically, for me, if it had just been Wakanda and I can't remember what they're called, something with T, wasn't it?
I'm about to ask, how much knowledge do you have of Namor? And
no,
is
not
he
really.
A Black Panther bad guy normally, or is he somewhere else?
I don't know.
Because he mentioned mutant at one point, and I thought, is he an X-Men?
I don't know, Dave. I'm sorry, I don't know. I can't remember what his country's called, and
it begins with T.
It begins with T.
It's very pretty down there. I liked all the bit when explaining what happened to him and
how
that happened.
I mean, I get that. Yeah, that was nice enough. Again, a bit strange. Like,
there is a lot of dialogue of bits like that of trying to explain certain things.
Yeah,
I like the action. There's some good fight scenes. There's a car scene I really enjoyed with what's her face with her spear. Using it as like a trip rope kind of thing.
Talakan, that's the name of the thingy. Sorry,
Talakan.
I'm sorry, but yeah, I can't remember what her name is. But yeah, with the spear, yeah. But yeah, that was and again, I wish they I just wish they concentrated on a smaller, sharper story, and they could have made it about grief and about Shuri's grief and about how that would drive Shuri to kind of darkness. And maybe Namor pushes her more to darkness. They sort of go that way, but then I just feel like all the other plots, the subplots, kind of just distract. Really, so yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'm a little bit disappointed. I enjoyed it more. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to enjoy it.
I enjoyed it a lot less than I thought I would.
Oh, I went with Rich. You should have going in as like low expectations Bandcamp.
yeah, I should have done. Yeah.
Because after hearing all the problems they had on this, and just the idea of trying to make this film without Chadwick, I was like, how are they going to put Black Panther in a Black Panther film?
I had confidence that they were going to handle it properly.
Well, Ryan Coogler's an amazing director.
Same director as the first one. Directed Creed. You know, good director, good writer as well.
Yeah.
It just felt like he was given a thing that said, by the way, as well as telling this story, you've got to do this. You've got to introduce this character and this, and you've got to do this little bit as well, because we need to tie it up to the rest of the Marvel universe.
Well, I think every Marvel director is going to have that note.
I think Riri Williams, whole Riri Williams stuff could have been in the credits. Like, it could have been an end credit sequence.
I get that. Did you like her character though? As in, ignore that she's in.
No,
this
I did like her character actually, and I thought Dominique Thorne, is it Dominique Thorne? I think she was really good, and I did actually really like her, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing the Ironheart series or movie or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's a series, and so I do like her. I just feel like she wasn't given enough to really do.
I'm going to say
she was sort of a MacGuffin.
The suit looked like something out of Transformers 2. There's a lady robot in Transformers 2, one of the bikes, and it looks very similar to that.
Yeah, true. But yeah, she was sort of the MacGuffin, I felt like, for half the movie.
She was, yeah.
But that didn't really do much for me. Like, I don't know.
Were you checking your watch?
Yeah, I did a few times.
Oh,
yeah, I did, because it was very long. It's very long.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the unequal sequel question in the rain. So let's talk about unequal sequel.
Yes, it's unequal. It was always going to be, I think, for me.
I think, yeah, they had an absolute mammoth task of
it was never
making it as good as the first one.
Yeah, no chance. No way it was going to be as good as the first one.
Black Panther's quite high up on everyone's Marvel tier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where would you put this one then?
Where
would you rank it?
What in? Oh God, I don't
think
know.
of other around the Ant-Man and Wasp 2, whatever it is called. There's so many now, I forget.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know. I've only just watched it. I haven't thought about any of this stuff that I would normally think about before we record. So normally I'd have at least an hour or two to sit down and go, right, make some notes, think about this. But I've done none of that. So yeah, you're just going off pure instinct, and I haven't thought about it. I would put it around the kind of, I don't know, like Black Widow, maybe. Although I think I enjoyed Black Widow a bit more than this. I didn't have as much fun with this one. But yeah, probably around that. I mean, it's not like Love and Thunder bad.
Yeah, that's the one I couldn't think of earlier with the horrible CGI.
Yeah, that's got horrible CGI.
I enjoyed that a lot better than that. This is, I said, out of the most recent, better than Doctor Strange 2.
Yes, it's better than Doctor Strange 2 as well. But again, I really didn't like that either. So it's not I really didn't like. I've said a lot of negative stuff about this, but that's more to counteract your positivity than anything else. He's dragging me down. I just thought this was fine. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was bad. It was just kind of all right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Would be excited for another one?
I mean, Marvel is not exciting me a lot with movies right now. I'm sort of feeling a bit Marveled out. I think it would take a lot to excite me.
There's a lot coming.
Yeah, and the TV series excite me a bit more than the movies, to be honest, right now. I think they're more creative in the TV shows now with the movies. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But I'm feeling a bit Marveled out, if I'm honest.
Yeah. But the world of Wakanda is an amazing place. It's just...
Yeah, absolutely. And it's brilliant to see black superheroes. It's brilliant to see black female superheroes. Like more of
the
that.
women in this are just
definitely.
all magnificent.
Yeah, absolutely. More of that, definitely. But I think I'm just a bit over superheroes. Do you know what? This is going to sound really harsh, but this felt a bit like a DC movie more than a Marvel movie. And I'm sorry, that's harsh, right?
Well, yes. But, there are some good DC films.
Yeah, but if this was a DC movie, I'd be going, okay, this is one of the better DC movies, definitely. But
is it because Marvel it's quite high, standards?
Yeah, it's got a high bar, I guess.
But
yeah, I'm not, in terms of score, I don't know what to... Oh, yeah, you haven't... What do you think? Unequal sequel?
Well, yes, I don't think it's as good as the first one, but I enjoyed this, I think, more than you enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I mean, everyone knows my thoughts on length for films, and I was happy.
Okay.
Of course, I would like to have 40 minutes to disappear. But I've had worse experience of checking watches, and I mean, it didn't make me angry anyway. I sat there, I enjoyed it. I had a good time at the cinema. As far as Marvel films go, it's no top tier ones for me. It's not as good as the first one, where, like we said, which is First one felt so fresh. I enjoyed the introduction of Namor and his culture.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always going running uphill and struggling, wasn't it?
Yeah,
even from the beginning. So. Once you start with that solemn funeral and you're like, oh God. I think they did a good job of getting you back to a place where you're meant to be like, oh, I'm enjoying this again. And I think it showed spirit of the Black Panther film from the first one.
So what would you give it then? What score would you give it?
Rating out of 7.
Yeah.
Christ. 5? Is that too high? Who even knows anymore of our rating score?
Okay.
Like I said, I would sit through it probably again. I'm looking forward to watching it at home. I probably won't go and watch it at the cinema again. I'm definitely not going to go and watch it in 3D.
Don't watch it in 3D. No. I would give it maybe a 3.5.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe a 4. Actually, maybe a 4. I think 3.5 is too harsh. I think a 4.
I'm also looking forward to the future of what they have planned in this world's.
See, I'm really not.
You don't want to go back to Wakanda for a while?
I'm not. I know. I don't. I don't want to go back to Marvel superheroes anymore. I'm just done. I'm just done, mate. I'm just done.
I don't even know what one's next. What's due next? Ant-Man 3.
Oh yeah,
Quantumania.
Yeah, Quantumania.
With Kang, we're really kicking off the next.
Yeah.
Big evil.
Yeah, the start of the next kind of Infinity War saga thing.
So a 4 and a 5. I'm more positive on it.
Yeah.
You're not.
But I'm not totally negative. I'm giving it a 4, it's not like...
Do you reckon it's got rewatchability anyway?
I won't be rushing to rewatch it, but you are, clearly, so,
I'm not rushing to watch a 3-hour film, Rich. At home in a sofa, lovely. Maybe with a curry in front of me. Yum, 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 yum. But
maybe that's where I missed the trick. Maybe I was hungry.
That is not. Yeah, there's no good when you sit down, you're hungry, and there's 3 hours in front of you. You think, oh fuck.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh
well. There we go.
Do you want to see us out?
Of course. So, if you've liked what you've heard today, it's always nice when me and Dave completely disagree on a movie, I think.
It's rare,
have some opposing views. So, yeah, if you like what you've heard, we've got loads more extra episodes for you to go back and listen to. We talk about other movies, and you'll find some where we disagree. So please go back and listen. And while you're there, click the little subscribe button, the automatic download button. We've also got all of our interview episodes. There's 3.5 seasons now. So if you've just stumbled across this episode and you want more, that's the way to find it. If you're one of those persons who's listened to all of our episodes and we want even more than that, then join us on an extra slice. You can pay just $2.99 a month, and you'll get some extra bonus content. We've got sequels to our interview episodes, and we've got loads more content coming over the Christmas period too. So we've got some fun stuff coming there for all our subscribers. You can find us on anotherslice.com/unequal sequel. And if you want to get in touch with us, if you completely agree with me and you disagree with Dave, maybe if you completely agree with Dave and disagree with me, get on the old social media, let us know. We're on Twitter and Instagram @unequalsequel, or you can send us an email, unequalsequel@hotmail.com. While you're there, give us just a little cheeky 5 stars, a like, write us a review, all that kind of stuff. It'd be lovely. Thank you very much.
It would be lovely. Thank you for everyone that is sending in stuff and joining us on Another Slice and all that jam. We really appreciate and love you. Yes, please send in your thoughts about this film, because I think it will get interesting. Send it in to Weather Places, Rich said. And thank you for listening. I've got nothing else to say, Rich. You got anything else to say?
No, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, it is I Need a Scoot from me.
You need a scoot, or you need to scoot?
Oh. I need to scoot. Yeah, you're right. From me, and
because I need a scoot makes it sound like you need the toilet.
Oh fuck! I've really fucked this up. I need to scoot from me, and it's a bye-bye from him.
Bye!
We're off to watch Bake Off. We're going to eat fucking cake, and it's going to be great.
Woo!
See you next time. Bye. We're ordering pizza.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think you deserve it today, champ.
Yeah, me too.